Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the final match of Week 2, Season 25, and I think this is like take 15 of me trying to start this thing. Hopefully we actually get this done. Last round was a win. I kind of feel like we got away with one. I didn't get the full clear, but my defense held. It did really well, but I think my opponent could have played things differently and maybe been able to get that win. There was a number of decisions I made that affected the full clear. The big one I talked about during the video was I put the 501st on defense. And that's something I'm never going to do again because I don't have enough GLs where I can afford to put a GL counter on defense. So I've been setting these defenses later in the evening where I don't always consider everything. I should probably stop doing that. The other things, I misplayed Maul a little bit. JMK and JML, I could have possibly swapped them and tried to pick apart JML instead of trying to pick apart Ray. And I didn't use a ideal JMK squad. But my defense did work, and I'm very proud of it. One of those teams is the Shock T team that I put on defense, so that mitigates some of the regret I was feeling. Very happy to see that they got a hold. Then on the back wall, my opponent didn't really attack, but my Qui-Gon team did get a look. Looks like he quit. Grievous and Geos, no attacks. Sure. This opponent, though, Nino style, he had a very shallow roster, so that was probably part of it. Probably saw the back wall and decided he had a better shot with the teams that he had available to clear the top, which is a reasonable assumption from how this territory looks. This is the territory that I always keep weaker because I expect my fleet to hold a bit better than any other squad is going to. But this is also something that I've been talking about in a lot of my list videos, is building out a number of these teams. They do a lot more work than some of the other higher relic options that people tend to more regularly set down. So Hux gets a hold. Hux lead, I far prefer if you don't have relics on Kylo. Hux lead does way better at lower gear. Mon Mothma goes down in 1, but Dash gets a hold, and that I'm very happy about because Young Han I just added this week. I took him to gear 11, so that's a good return there. And then JTR overperforming. Resistance heroes, they are a project to gear, but well worth it. They make this squad way better, and I can even make the squad better. I think for next week I'm going to put another Zeta on the JTR. I only got one on her, and one of the ones that are missing is the JTR that gives her Foresight. And Holdo's taunt is triggered by Foresight, so that's something I really should have on if I'm going to be using Holdo at all. Today's opponent is Swain, and he has 4 Galactic Legends. He's got JMK, that's what he's using in Squad Arena. And we're jumping in here too early. I want to take a quick look at his roster. So Wayne here, he's got 4 GLs. JMK is what he's using in Squad Arena, and he has Sith Eternal Emperor, JML, and SLKR. So that's a really good combination of Galactic Legends. Usually when I have opponents with 4 Galactic Legends, 2 of them are going to be SLKR and Ray, which is far more easy to counter. This is a harder combination. So hopefully not too many of those are on defense. It was inconclusive from the Grand Arena history I was looking at. I'm ordering this by speed. I don't know if this is something we're going to do, but here's a look at his fastest characters. The Hotbot, this is what it says about his roster. So and this is a Discord bot. This is from Hot Utils. Every guild should have this. You should be able to use it. If they don't, you can use it on my Discord server. Now, what we have here is a guild GP that is pretty good. Lifetime banners. This is just a serious metric. This is good, not great. This tells me he wins more often than not, but he's probably not as much of an expert or obsessive. Clears are a little lower, undersizes he doesn't really use. 2 Omicrons. This might be new, or they might be Territory War Omicrons. I don't think he had any Grand Arena Omicrons. I don't recall. Maybe he did. No, he has Qui-Gon. That was the last opponent. Relics are about average for what we are seeing in Grand Arena these days. Gear 11 Plus is lower, but not horrible. 6-dot mods were about even. And in terms of counts, I have a slight advantage, but his mod collection is pretty good. He's got a pretty nice distribution of relics. Not too unlike mine, he just has more. My JMK was at gear 11 at sign up, so ignore that. Gear 12. He's got good speeds on all of his GLs. Slow Padme. His Jedi Knight Anakin is fine. His Rex is okay. Okay Sith Empire, fast Cat, no Maul, no Moff Gideon. But he does have Relic Bad Batch. And then he has the Executor. So let's jump in here, take a look at this defense. From either this take or a previous take, I saw that he had already started attacking, but it looks like he may have stopped, which is weird. So here's my defense. It's the same teams I normally use, but I was, again, setting defenses later in the evening, and I put them in a different combination than I normally do. This is a much, I think it's going to be an easier combination for him to handle. So hopefully my back wall trips him up. Looks like he took out Bossk. I don't know why he doesn't just clear the front territory. Because that's been like that for, I don't know, 20 minutes now. However long it's been taking me to do these 15 different takes. Back wall, I put the Sith Empire there. I'd like to put them on the front wall because I'm trying to draw out teams with my front wall. Back wall, I'm trying to give him traps by having fewer counters available to him. I don't like to have a weak front wall. Now this Padme team, I probably won't be putting down again now that I have JMK. The thing is, she's soloable by Nest and Malik. And the reason I've set her down is there's still a floor. There's a basement to how bad she is. And there's still going to be a certain quality of team needed to take her out. So I think that elevates her above other teams that I could put into that location. But in general, this is a weak team, and I'm not happy about it. It's why I go so aggressively after having new squads and a large quantity of squads, because it gives me more flexibility on what I can put back there. Like I might go for the Akbar Omicron, which definitely don't use that on defense, but it may allow me to use one of the teams I'm currently using on offense, move them to defense. And that's why I'm going after Starkiller as aggressively as him. This is the same territory that I always do. Hopefully it performs like it did in the last round. Now today's opponent put down a defense that is a nice mix. It's not scary, but it's not bad. We're looking at Qui-Gon, Bam, Grievous, Bossk. Most of those not in really a scary combination. And then in the bottom territory, we got the Sith Eternal Emperor. which we have limited options against. We have one good counter, but I haven't done it in Grand Arena yet. And then we got Phasma, Bad Batch, and Mon Mothma. I've done so many takes at this point that I'm just kind of like in a different headspace than I was on take 1. We're going to do troopers here. The Bad Batch are a tough squad. Troopers do well against them. He does have a fast echo. It's 306. But I have a fast Moff Gideon and Piet, and with Veer's lead, we're going to be able to get ahead of that. My Piet's already 312, so even before the Veer's lead, my Piet's faster. And you want to make sure I don't mess up Iden Verso. Yeah, okay, so that's what we're using here. I tried to start Grand Arena an hour ago. I've just had take after take and then a couple other things going on. OBS crashed at one point during a pretty decent take. Alright, we're going to throw this on Dark Trooper. This is one of the reasons I want a Relic Dark Trooper. Because I want Dark Trooper assisting all the time, but I also don't want to lose him early. Like, I'd rather lose Stark. Alright. Record goes down fast. I'm gonna go for Daze. And I want to get rid of Echo as quick as possible, because once Echo goes down, this team can't win. Without Record, this is probably already safe, but you gotta, I still respect these guys. And now they can't win. Echo's Zeta does so much work for the Bad Batch. Some car noises, a lot of aggressive people right now. Alright. Nice, clean start. I don't know how I feel about Bad Batch on defense. It eats my trooper squad. There's other things I could use, but the troopers are one of the best counters. And I just kind of like Bad Batch on defense, or on offense. And what I like about using the Bad Batch on offense is you can use them without relics. Now let's do Range Trooper, sure. I kind of have been liking Magma Trooper, and we use Death Trooper. So Magma Trooper has that AoE turn meter removal. Snow Trooper is kind of nice, but I don't feel like really is adding that much to the squad. And I don't know why Leia's here. Biggs can call Leia. You know what? Let's take out Leia first, because Leia can't get revived, and that'll get us to an advantage earlier than normal. Let's increase cooldowns. I don't want her to stealth. I'm hoping to stun her or take her out before she can stealth and becomes an annoyance. Let's turn meter removal now. And now she's gone. Let's see if we can get rid of Wedge. Break down that synergy between him and Biggs. We can Deathmark now. Perfect. Still nobody can be revived. I always do Biggs last because he's got that evasion up, which is super annoying. don't get the stun. Let's stun Biggs. We don't need to stun Lando right now. Hopefully we got a death mark. Not quite. Next time we'll have a death mark. Perfect. Now with death mark Lando. And we're good. Love troopers. I really feel like we're going to be getting Scout Trooper this year. Probably, my guess now would be Mando Season 3. Like, end of the year would be a good time to do it. And I think we'll start seeing Book of Boba Fett releases either the end of this month or next month. Sometime in April. Maybe that'll bleed through. Actually, they might try and push it towards May the 4th be with you. Kind of maybe like with a Bad Batch where they start bleeding out before May the 4th and then get some character announcements and stuff at that time. That timing makes sense to me. Alright. What I'm concerned about is my opponent might have just get a little more light in here. The sun's going down. What I'm concerned about is my opponent might have good stuff on the back wall. Wampa at Relic 3, where I had him at lock-in, is completely inadequate for Galactic Legends. Even Galactic Legend cleanups. So I'm tempted to use Wampa here up against Phasma. Nest can technically do it, but I just don't want to use Nest up against a Relic 7 Kylo. I don't even really feel good about using Wampa here, but I want to find out. But I think what we're going to do is we'll do Maul against Sith Eternal Emperor first. It's just I don't remember what relic level is my Maul. I want to get my Maul to Relic 7 minimum. Is at Relic 4 right now, so that's not ideal. It'd be even better with a Relic 3 Canderous. I want to add relics to this squad. Hopefully this goes well. Otherwise, maybe it would have been better for cleanup. I was practicing it a bit in Squad Arena because I know this is a squad that I've been learning on the fly. Which is how I'm going to be annoying a lot of you with my JMK as I learn how to use them now that I have them unlocked. Okay. Fortunately, it's a Gear 12 Sith Empire Trooper. Throw the tech over here. Use the AoE. See, we don't take him out. Which is why I need higher relic levels. So we got Frenzy. Alright. Trigger the Frenzy. We will take out Sith Empire Trooper, but I would have preferred to have been hitting Sith Eternal already. And this is why I'm concerned about my relic levels. Yeah, see? Come on, do it. Yes! Okay. Alright, we're good now. Sidious gets a bunch of turn meter whenever anybody goes down, so I'm going to go after him now. And I don't want Dooku to counter, so I need to be using the Anguish ability, whatever that's called, up against Dooku, because that one isn't countered. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use 2 of these up against Darth Maul. Oh god, that's right. I was hoping to get my stacks back by attacking Sidious. I knew he was gonna get turn meter. I didn't think he was gonna heal up like that. Alright. Can we get a daze? Is this the first time bow is going? How slow is my bow? Did I take a mod off of her? Why did I do that? Like, I knew that was gonna happen. We just went over this. It's because I don't see Sidious as a threat. He's just an annoyance. So I went after Dooku, but it's just like... we knew he was gonna heal up. Alright, so that went great. My concerns about the relics are accurate, but overstated. We still got away with it, but it would be much more secure with a couple more relic levels. That in a relic 7, Maul would completely eliminate any concerns. Now I think we're gonna Wampa this, and I'm really glad I have that Maul counter, because my other options would be relying on Jedi, and that would not go as well. There's no tag here that I can really shortcut to Wampa. So we've got the Omicron, but it's Relic 3, which is not nearly enough. The health is just... I probably should have showed you what it is, but it's only like 39,000, maybe 49,000. It's way low. But you can see he's still decently tanky. There's just a lot of turns from Phasma's lead. Alright, so we got health immunity going everywhere. Just keep doing that. Keep stacking up offense. Let's hit Fox because he's closest. The dot damage is nice. Let's get protection back up. I'm just gonna let the dots take out Phasma. Alright. That was nice. Feels like a waste. Trying to keep my cat away from the wires. I feel like the wire on this microphone might be getting bad. Alright, let's check out this back wall. Okay. Geos, Night Sisters. Let's check these relic levels. Alright. Let's do some solos. Do some other stuff. Where are you at, Kylo? Let's get Retribution up. Canderous makes this way easier. Juhani's a little annoying. Let's just get rid of... What? Oh, blind. Blind. Have I not done this in a while? Alright. One annoyance gone. I'm gonna... Yeah, I want the healing immunity. I decided to do that first because we didn't have blind on. And still no blind, right? Yeah. There we go. From here, this is gonna be straightforward. I think there's... Was there only one Zeta? I think there's only one Zeta on this squad. I probably should have let him live. Because Canderous would help me make sure I get full banners. See right there? Little shy on banners. Okay. Night Sisters, Geos. He kept 3 Galactic Legends for offense, so he's probably going to have less of an issue with my defense. That's why I like to put strong teams on the front wall so he uses his Galactic Legends, because he could presumably get through my front wall without using any GLs, and then just clear the back wall with GLs, which would make things easy for him. Bossk. We might not use JML. Maybe we'll just challenge ourselves to not. I think what we're going to do is we'll do a gas solo of Night Sisters. This is something I don't like doing, but we're gonna do it. Alright. Telzine down. Daka down. Perfect. Okay. Geos. We'll come back to Geos. We've got options. Like, that's an expensive use of gas, but we just don't really need to worry about that with having already dealt with Sith Eternal Emperor, and we still got my 2 Galactic Legends. Or what? We did 1, 2, 3 solos? Can we use Nest anywhere? Can we do 4 solo? Can this be a 4 solo day? No, that's not gonna happen. We haven't, wait a second, maybe not. I was about to do Night Sisters here, but let me think about this. We don't have Bad Batch anymore for Grievous, which means I guess we could use our Jedi there, but let's just do Night Sisters. Because I think we're going to challenge ourselves to not use any Geos. Maybe we'll use JMK to use them. Let's get Talia for the Dispel, or for the Cleanse. None of this matters. Let them die. Let them die. There's our sacrifices. Let's throw a stun over on B2. Just do a basic. Just doing work on B2. We don't have enough stacks where I care about B1 yet. What I've learned with this is I don't want to trigger too many Metalloid monstrosities before I have stacked up enough health. Which is why I don't want Plague on B1 yet. Okay, we'll Dispel. I think we're getting close to where I want to be. Yeah, you can just feel it by how much damage happens when the Metalloid monstrosity occurs. We're in a pretty good spot. Not perfect though. Okay. Surprised that happened. I did want more practice with Night Sisters up against Qui-Gon, but it's not a scary Qui-Gon team, so I don't think it's really worth the time, although it's not like we need more practice of Night Sisters up against Grievous. It's still a good Qui-Gon team. Just Yoda or Ki-Adi-Mundi makes it more dangerous. You can use Empire here. This still scares me though. I thought for a second, like, do I want to use Thrawn or do I, not Thrawn, Tarkin or Royal Guard? And even though it's a Gear 11 Royal Guard, just being able to have that taunt just in case is nice. Alright, so everyone has Foresight, we can't use Force Crush. I'm going to throw this on Ayla because she counters, I think. And now we're going to go around and throw ability blocks on everyone. That's scary. Alright, see, I could do Force Crush right now, but it's going to take out Qui-Gon, and Anakin will go. So I'm just going to basic, because I need to get Fracture here. Fracture, now we'll AoE, Qui-Gon will go down. This is kind of why I wanted to use Night Sisters. It's just a little less scary. We'll target Ayla for the stun. Everyone else will get their staggers hit. I really wish somebody other than Palpatine would have gone down. Did the Fracture go down? No, okay. Fracture's still there, so I'm going to hit everybody else. Because what I want to do is I want to make sure I take out Anakin, so I'm doing Force Crush here. Now I'll chuck this. Swapped with Mara Jade because she had the most turn meter. Trying to get back to Fracture quick. Oh, we can, because he had ability block, we can stun. Okay, so that doesn't go through Foresight. Just Fracture. Why risk anything? Chuck it. All right. So we had a Beskar Mando team. We've got Geos. What's the last one? Or there's two more. Bossk, Bam, Geos. We'll just CLS this. I don't mess around with Bossk. Especially with all those relic levels. I guess we could use JMK here to get some practice. I'm gonna hit Jango Fett because he had high relics. Oh, Boba Fett's relic 8. He's got Executor. I'm gonna pull turn meter from Bossk. I don't want him to taunt. Han's basic will pull turn meter from Boba Fett. You know what? Let's stun him, buy ourselves more time. Can we get confusion? Perfect. That'll prevent any stealth. And now there's no more threats. Just annoyances. Okay. Beskar Mando. What do I want to do against Beskar Mando? What do we have other than Galactic Legends? Could do like a Jedi team. Got Traya. I think we have to use either a Galactic Legend or a Jedi team. And if we're going to use a Jedi team, I just feel like using a Geo. I guess there's technically Shaak Ti in the 501st. That seems like an unnecessary risk. This isn't a great BAM team. Just use JMK. Wait, I still have Bad Batch? Let's use Bad. I thought I used Bad Batch. No, I went against Bad Batch. Let's use Bad Batch. We've done this the last couple rounds. It didn't go great, but that was against better BAM teams. This one should be in the range of what we can handle. Team's fast. It's a very fast team. Give me some stuns. Let's take out Quill. Perfect. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of... Perfect. Nest I'm a little concerned about. Alright, we gotta stealth again. I feel like this might be a situation where we need to get the right amount of stacks on Omega's ability and then time it right to take out Nest. We at least don't have to worry about counters. Got a healing immunity. What are other ways to get stacks on that ability? We need an auto. Zeroed in, target practice. She gains a stack, so this will allow her to get a stack. Okay. I just need an auto. I may never do this again. Yeah, the problem is we're gonna need the right RNG. And how many stacks can we get of this? At least with the BAM lead, Nest is taking enough turns where we at least have multiple opportunities. Alright, we're at 5 stacks. If I can't... Alright, 6 stacks. Oh man, that's annoying. Okay. We've got 7 stacks now. I need Omega to go at the right moment, which is like right now. Stealth. Dang it. I just need to let, hopefully I get the right RNG. I don't have the time to attempt to do it myself. No, Omega, oh my god, that was the moment right there. Omega used the heal instead of attacking. Which is why I wanted to take it off of the auto play. I probably won't ever use Bad Batch against them if there's a nest there. Okay. I'm so tempted to do Jawa Bomb right now. The self-discipline it's taking me to not do that. This is why I brought in Marauder. I just feel like the Geos like to go after Marauder more than some of the other ones. That may all be in my head. Alright. Stay alive, buddy. Alright. Let's do ships and get out of here. Alright. Got the Executor. Got the Malevolence. It's actually good, because that means he probably doesn't have a counter up against my Executor. That is a strategic mistake for him, which probably guarantees me the win, because I have been thinking in my head and not vocalizing that using the Bad Batch up against Beskar Mando was definitely a mistake, because this may come down to banners. He has what he needs to take out my squads in one shot, but he's not going to be able to take out my fleet in one shot because of that decision there. So that takes this coming down to banners off the board. Target Bossk. Don't want to give him any turn meter. Get the foresight up, generate a bunch of turn meter. We will take the target lock off him. Stay targeted on Bossk. And now throw the buzz droids on Mando. And basic. Okay. Bring out Spy. Perfect. That's what I wanted. We missed a big hit though. There was a dodge on the big hit. Drop these buzz droids. We could have saved that. Missing that big hit is unfortunate. Alright, now we need to deal with the target locks so that the payout doesn't occur. Just do a hit. Sure. We're not getting the RNG I need. He's got the buff. He didn't get the assist. This could be bad. This is bad. This is all awful. We did not get the RNG I needed to win this. No, this is a loss. Okay. That is real bad. That might end the full clear. What we're gonna do is bring out Hux. Because I feel like Hux does a few things nicely. We're gonna bring out my TIE Echelon. With these starters. Probably not gonna survive long enough for any other ships, so we're just gonna go like this. We just need to pick it apart enough where something can come in to clean this up. Not getting any ships taken out is rough. But I feel like First Order that is really bad. Yeah, that's not going to work. The problem was the preloaded turn meter. I should have forfeited. It looks like we're about to deal with a crash anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna forfeit because this lag we're dealing with means we're not even gonna be able to beat this. All right, let's get back to this. The thing I'm thinking is we need to at least take out one of these fleets. We know he has Negotiator and he's going to take out, he'll probably take out my Negotiator with it. Thing is, I really like to bring in Akbar as a cleanup against this quality of fleets. And I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Like, resistance is going to be a mistake. It's also why I've been talking a lot lately about not using the Executor on defense, because relying on the RNG, which we've gotten basically 100% of the time until now. But it's not a guarantee, it's maybe a 90% win. And if you get the RNG, great, but if you don't get it, you're in a position where you may have thrown away a grand arena. But I set it on defense because more often than not, my opponents are not able to... Wait, let's think about this. We still have an Empire fleet. Would I rather throw in Empire? Just Empire without... No, let's just do it. Empire without TIE Fighter is really not as good. I'm hoping we can take out Sunfac quickly and get to at least a little bit of an advantage. dealing with Hyena Bomber is going to be tough. But maybe we got a shot because at least his Geos are on gear 12. Yeah. Alright. Well, no, you know what? Okay, I'm glad the Shield Disruptor didn't land because we... That's worrisome. I am gonna get rid of that, all those debuffs. Alright. There's one item off the checklist. What are you bringing out? Bomber. Hopefully it's a weak bomber. Does this dispel everything? Or cleanse me? No cleanse. I'm gonna go with Biggs in case we lose a tank. Perfect. I think this will be a win. We're going to ignore the bomber. There's no synergy there. We're going after the vulture droid that I know is going to respawn stuff. Actually, that AoE, this AoE might be enough to take out the droid. Perfect. There we go. So that one shot is nice. Now we can throw in other teams up against the Executor. It's probably not going to get us anywhere. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we get lucky. The only thing I'm thinking is we have a lot of preloaded turn meter right now that's kind of going to wipe out any fleet I bring in. So what if I try and burn that turn meter? I think I'm going to do Sith Fighter instead of the TIE Fighter since we don't have the TIE Fighter. Bomber's nice, but I think it's the most expendable one here. Let's just burn some turn meter. And maybe we get into a more favorable turn meter situation with the next battle. Because we know this from the First Order attempt that this turn meter is already unfavorable. It may be a different situation with the cooldowns too, which would be nice. Although it would have been nice to put in a ship that would have died faster than the Sith Bomber. Really? Nobody? I guess the tenacity up. Had the Sith Bomber died with everybody else, we should put in the Sith Fighter. Had it died off with everybody else, I think we'd be in a nice position turn meter wise, but not anymore. Now the problem is we have two fleets. I think the only thing we can do is we put in resistance now. Because the way this would work is Holdo's ultimate goes off and maybe we can clean up with another fleet after, but we need to have another fleet after in order to do that. Problem is the MG100 is not good at 4 stars. The whole thing here is living long enough. Alright, everyone's got the deflector shield, so they're going to get foresight. What if we go after Cad Bane? Cad Bane's going to stealth and everything, but I need more stacks. I should probably be hitting Houndstooth, but I don't want to. And I know that's a me problem. Yeah, let's do it, Daze. Okay, this is bad. We're gonna lose the MG100, which I didn't want to do. You can at least bring out a... I don't want to bring out a tank. See, no, we have to bring out Poe, because we got to get to the ultimate. All that matters is getting to this ultimate. Let's definitely do this. We're not going to do any damage anyway. Let's get the turn meter. Alright, there's another one down. We're at 2. Definitely this ability. We're not going to survive long enough. Next turn, we'd be able to do the ultimate. If we live. And we just lost our deflector shield because of that ship. But we know he severely messed himself up by putting Ebon Hawk and Malevolence on defense. I think if we would have burned a team before Finalizer went, maybe we'd be in a better position. Wait. Or had I retreated. But I actually think we reached that ultimate with more stars on the MG100. There's the next turn of the capital ship. Would have done it. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. The thing is, we can't win. This is the first ship we cleared. Payout. Well, somehow we don't have the payout yet. I'll take care of the Razor Crest. But we don't really have damage anymore without that's high advanced. And we don't really have a good way to get target lock anymore on anyone. I don't care about the Ebon Hawk. I might actually be able to win this. I can't believe we won this. Really, Raddus did help us a lot by being able to do some AoE damage and bring Cad Bane down to a point where this fleet could do anything. But it's not over yet. There's the payout. There goes our ship. I should probably go after Slave 1. But I want to get to a 3-on-1 if I can do it. We can't win. There it goes. Are we really gonna lose now with one ship left? Do I have anything left? Can I bring in Thrawn with anything? We need more ships in this game. Give us more ships. I cannot believe this. What a way to lose. Wonderful. Alright. Hopefully that's a win. I don't know. If he one-shots everything, he can win. Because he'll get into the same position as me where he will not be able to take out my Executor. I don't think, but he could be more efficient than me since I lost a battle on Beskar Mando. Although I did get a lot of solos. I think we had 4 solos. So with those 4 solos, maybe I do have a banner advantage. But we are going to call it there. I definitely will put out a video next week, at least talking about Mace Windu, maybe talking about the Wampa Omicron. But this has been Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other.